Orchestrating the Future. Hi, this is composer Ashby Anderson. I'd like to share with you today some of my composing techniques which involve the works of Joseph Schillinger, Schoenberg, Duke Ellington, Quincy Jones, Thad Jones, and many others. I put what I learned from each of these composers into a new work entitled Undertones. From Schillinger, I used his design concept in which we outline on graph paper many details of the composition before we actually write it. Schillinger's techniques are very useful. He has an awesome technique with numeric sequences and ways to create permutations from various ways to create permutations. They really help you create a lot of material with a small amount of material. All right, from the master Duke Ellington, in my work Undertones, I really borrowed part of the technique that he used during the first part of Black, Brown, and Beige. It's the first section is where you just have the bass player playing the double stops, and then you have the drums just playing these kind of quarter notes, kind of a march feel. On my work Undertones, there's a movement of it that's entitled I Am That I Am, and we used that type of approach to kind of get the message across. Another thing that Duke Ellington was great about was combining the concept of work songs and spirituals, where it gives you that blues feeling, that gospel feeling. It gives you the spirituality of the African American church, but you're not in church, so to speak. So it's really interesting feel, and we tried to give you a kind of a deep sense of feeling of the African Americans that are buried in the African burial ground, and we kind of use that approach to try to bring that feeling across to the audience. From the master of atonality, Arnold Schoenberg, I used his technique of 12-tone composition to create the theme for one of the movements of my work entitled The Devil's Half Acre. Well, that's it for episode 2 of Orchestrating the Future. Stay tuned for part 3. You're really going to enjoy it.